everyone, welcome back to my channel today, and we are doing another episode of our Sims 2 service area Let's Play. So if you haven't seen the first episode of this Let's Play, I will link it down below in the description along with the world overview, so that way you can kind of get a gist of what I did in the first episode, understand more about the townies, their story, their drama, especially knowing more about Tyler poverty and the poverty family as a whole. But in the first episode that you probably have missed, we moved out Caroline Poverty and her child Mistake Poverty out of Esmene's house into their own humble abode, and we live in like this trailer park community, and supposedly we live right next door to the Automotive family, which was our plan. And what you did not see in the last episode is that we aged up Mistake into a child. We gave Caroline a little bit of a makeover, and she's currently at level 2 of the Private Eye Intelligence career, which honestly is going according to plan. Because Caroline's plan is to basically manipulate, gaslight, and expose everyone in service area for the fraud that they are. I can kind of see Caroline really taking it hard because she has no one in her life that she can trust. She can't even trust her own sister, Esmene, even though Esmene took her under her wing, gave her a house to live in, food, clothes, mentorship, everything. And I felt Caroline took that for granted. And then Esmene slowly understood what Caroline was trying to do and just was tired of it, but didn't know how to tell her up front and be honest. And so Diego contacted Enzo Automotive to give her some money to move out of their house into her own home. Oh wait, your green energy production. Oh, we got money for our green energy. Oh, that's nice. But nonetheless, Caroline is planning a revenge plan. Expose Madame Variety, expose her sister Barbara, expose the Automotive family, and seeing what we can possibly do to make her life better, especially for her child Mistake Poverty. And I realize that Mistake's gonna be a teenager in 3 days, which is kind of bad because I haven't really focused a lot on her like skills or her friendships really, and she doesn't know anyone. And so what my plan is, since we don't really have a lot of money, and more so this money is like a loan of some type, I want to be able to afford some type of sewing machine so that way we can make our own clothing and kind of just boost our talent badges a little bit more down the line, because this might help us in the long run, and then we eventually can sell our clothes as hand-me-downs for better profit. And I don't really know what Mistake's gonna do as a teenager, so if you have any ideas, let me know down below in the comments so we can kind of collaborate together with Mistake's new life. But here's the thing, Caroline loves her child, loves her life, loves where she's living right now, but she's having a hard time deciding if this is the right fit for Mistake, if this is the right fit for Caroline and her way of living. She has some great relationships with some people, but she really has burned a lot of bridges over her course of her years. And she recently found a newfound relationship actually over here, and they're called Titanium Purple, and they're very, very good compatibility. Even though they do have like a semi-mild chemistry, they still have something that might spark towards moving in together, getting married, having a kid, possibly. But I don't really see Caroline ever having any more kids. So Caroline, can you get out the computer and go see if Titanium Purple's at home? Because I want to introduce you to everyone. Like, oh, you're at work? Okay, I mean, that's fine. You know, you do you. Have fun with that. But let's go over here. We're going to make one pot holder. And I believe in order to have the opportunity to make clothing in The Sims 2 with the sewing machine, I think you need a silver talent badge and or maybe a gold talent badge. It's one of the two that I can't remember, but it's so helpful just to have and make money with, especially if you're wanting to like really boost up your clothing style and have your kids wear hand-me-downs instead of buying new clothing, because in The Sims 2 it costs you like 200 simoleons per outfit, and we're not made for that life. We are broker than broke than Brandy broke. Brandy tried to tell us, everyone in the Sims franchise, if you buy this shirt it will cost you 200 simoleons. So think smarter, not harder. But did we listen? No. Did I listen? No. And that's why all my Sims are broke, because I tend to spend clothing like it's free. But we are gonna go ahead and have Caroline first. Hello? Can I help you? Why are you, hello? Hello, Caroline. Is Mistake available to talk? Mistake is at school? No. But first of all, Real Win, can I help you? Can we talk to you for a hot second? Oh, we're going to work? Oh, wait a minute, I forgot she's going to work. Well, I guess you can act as a babysitter unless I can ask you something about taking care of my child, but I don't think I can because we're not friends. I'm hoping that we don't get taken away because Caroline's supposed to come home in a couple of hours. Okay, Caroline, come home. We should have hired our babysitter, but we weren't here. We have a couple more hours. We only have a couple more hours. Okay, let's see something here. My gosh. Okay, let's see here. Caroline, you have the pleasure aspiration. But for your aspiration, we have a good chance of getting better with our job and possibly, we can do some slow need decay. Actually, no. Let's do a secondary aspiration. We'll do the family aspiration. Since she does love her child mistake and she does care for her sister every once in a while, she hates Barbara. But in order to do right by her child and for herself and for her future, has to think about family. And so with the family aspiration, we are able to have some of these high scoring aspirations, having kids, grandkids, potty training, all that fun jazz. But let's go and do that. And now she has two aspirations, a pleasure one and a family one, which is very good. So if Mistake is home alone, we'll get a second chance. So it's all good in the hood. This will be home in a second too. And look, here is dear old Caroline Forbes. Stinky and smelly as ever, but we're gonna take a nice quick shower and then we're gonna head over to the Automotive family and expose for the frauds that they are. So now that we finally made it over to the Automotive family home, we're trying to talk to Enzo and see what really is going on, because having 5,000 simoleons come out of nowhere makes no sense. Because Diego talked to Enzo about money and how he wanted to get Caroline out of his house, and so he kind of asked Enzo for a small little loan to give to Caroline to get her out to her own home for her own kid that she can raise by herself. But Caroline's like, I have this money, but where did it come from? I don't understand. Is it a loan? Do I have to pay you back? I feel guilty. It feels like I don't even need this money. Like, what's really going down? I don't understand. Give me an explanation, Enzo. Please, please, please. And like, she's like going through her mind of thinking, do I even deserve this? You know? And like, Caroline kind of knows a few secrets about the Automotive family. Trudy is having an affair with Aaron, who supposedly lives on the other side of town, which is a little bit scandalous, a little bit risky, but Enzo doesn't know anything about it. So we're gonna chat with Enzo and kind of confront him a little bit and see what's going on. So Caroline, what did you want to talk to me about? Well, Enzo, I got like 5,000 simoleons a couple of weeks ago from my, brother-in-law in a way, Diego. I was like, Diego property? Yeah, him. He's married to my sister Esmeen. Well, I got 5,000 simoleons from him and he said he got it from you as like a small loan. It's like, yeah, I gave him like 5,000 simoleons, but he didn't tell me what it was for. He talked about you wanting your own place and he wanted to, have you move out or something. It's like, yeah, so like, do I have to pay you back? Do I have to like, give you any more money? Like, I know a few secrets of your own that you don't want to share to your wife, and she doesn't know the real deal of like why you lost 5,000 simoleons. So if you want me to keep this quiet, you're gonna have to give me some more money. It's like, I'm not giving you any more money whether you like it or not. Like, if you tell my wife she's going to divorce me, I've tried so hard. My business is failing. She hates my brother Marcus and she wants him out too. It's like, I don't care about your family. I don't care about your business. All I care about is me and my daughter Mistake. I want to make sure that I'm happy. I'm making sure that she's happy. So if you want me to keep this a secret, then you have to give me more money, or you have to tell your wife what you did. It's like, you want more money? Not gonna happen. Like, okay, then tell your wife. So Enzo's a little bit worried. Enzo's like kind of scared about the whole situation, like thinking Caroline is not joking. She's not playing around. She's going to tell Trudy one way or another. And so we're gonna go downstairs and kind of just maybe share some interest with Trudy over here. So Trudy, let's get off of this little chair here, sit on this couch, and chit chat with Enzo. It's like, hey honey, can we talk for a little bit? Like, yeah, sure. What do you want to talk to me about? Well, let's wait until the kids kind of, leave for school and then I can talk to you about some stuff. It's like, hey, Marcus, can you go outside and go fix some stuff for our business here? That'd be really great. It's like, yeah, sure, bro. Whatever. That's fine. Oh, she's going to. Okay, Mistake, bye. So, yeah, now the kids are out. What's going on? Like, what's so important that you wanted to talk to me about? Well, Rudy, are you okay? Like, yeah, I just have some like this weird sickness that's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't feel so good. Like, just sit down. I really need to talk to you. It's very important. Well, you know, we've been married for a very long time, Trudy. It's like, yeah, we've been married for a while, but what's the issue? Like, is there legal trouble for our business? Is you gonna talk to our financial advisor or anything? Like, no. Everything's fine with the business. Look, you know how I, took out 5,000 simoleons for, an investment? Yeah, what about it? Well, that investment wasn't really an investment. I kind of just took that money so I could give a small loan to a friend that I knew named Diego Poverty. Like, Diego Poverty? Are you kidding me? Him? Are you talking about the same Poverty family that has Barbara Poverty in the Rose Bright Club that I explicitly hate? Like, yeah, don't worry about it. Like, I gave him a small loan, and he said that he wanted to give it to Caroline so that Caroline would get out of his house into her own house. So let me get this straight, Enzo. What you're telling me is that you took out 5,000 simoleons from our home, our own business, to give to somebody else that we barely even know, that I don't really like that much, to somebody else that I barely know too? It's like, yeah, well, I did it because, I knew him. He's a friend of mine, and I appreciate, and he knew he was going to pay me back eventually. Well, Enzo, I don't really know how I feel about this. I don't think I can trust you anymore. It's like, Enzo, really, please don't do this. You know we needed the money. You know that we are failing with our business. You know that we're struggling. We have 2 kids. I hate your brother. I hate that he's here. I want him gone. And you basically took money that you could have given to your own brother this whole time, and you just didn't do anything about it. Like, she doesn't even talk anymore. She's only like, I don't even want to be here. I don't even talk to your face. This is like, it's too much. So what I'm gonna do is actually have Caroline leave, since we were basically forced out of this house out of pure argument that we resolved on our own, by basically manipulating Enzo to tell Trudy what really went down with the whole money situation. But we're gonna leave, get out of here, get out of their hair, and go over to the local mall and probably buy something for Miss Mistake, because soon enough it'll be her birthday in 2 days, and we need something for our dear child. And so let's go over to the mall and get some new stuff, because I think that'll be really fun, and I would love to go and be able to hang out there and buy some new stuff for Mistake's birthday. So now that we finally made it to the mall, I want to see if I can buy any video games for Mistake when they age up into a teenager, or if they want to play any video games as a child, they can. We should buy SimCity 4 Rush Hour, and then we can probably buy some other games too over here. We'll get ourselves EA Sports FIFA 2008. That's ancient. I also want to go ahead and go upstairs and get ourselves some clothes. I don't want to splurge too much, but I want to be able to spend a little bit of money on Mistake and not ourselves, because we really don't need any money. We really don't need anything per se. We might buy like 1 or 2 outfits for Mistake and like 1 for ourselves, but we might eventually just like make our own clothing from home, because we have a sewing machine, but not the proper skill set to make clothing yet. But soon enough we will be. So we need to go over here to Mistake Poverty, since she's still a child. We'll buy this little top here in red. We'll buy a green one and a white one. And then, since it's still the first day of spring, we don't really have much clothing options per se when it comes to children in The Sims 2. But I do want to get maybe, ooh, this is a nice little overall situation. We'll buy this one. And then we will also go ahead and buy this apron. 1 thing for a teenager, maybe 2 things for a teen. If we have 2 days left as a child, we'll buy a nice little red dress. And then we'll also go ahead and probably get ourselves this little outfit here in yellow. And then 1 for ourselves as well, because why not? I think we deserve a little, at least something to go with our newfound look. Might as well buy some new clothing to go along with it. Ooh, let's buy this one. This looks very cute. Or we can actually get this one, which is very nice. We'll get that one. And we'll purchase 1,600 simoleons. That's a lot of money. I'm telling you, things are so expensive in The Sims 2, it's not even funny. That I'm like, why does it cost so much money? 200 simoleons per outfit? That is ridiculous. There are many bad things you can say about Caroline, but there are also many good things you can say about her. Is that she's a good mom, a good sister, she's a good family friend, and she just wants to make sure everyone in her immediate circle is happy, healthy, and well taken care of. That all of her good decisions she's made in her life have led her to greater things, but also a lot of her bad decisions led her to a lot of bad things in her life. Distant from her sister Barbara, but Automotive is no longer with us. Tyler Poverty is no longer with us and missing. And then a Mistake is into the picture, and I feel like the name Mistake is just not good for our child anymore. That eventually, when Mistake becomes a teenager, I'm thinking of changing her name to something different. So if you have any name suggestions, let me know down in the comments below. And Caroline has a lot of ideas on how she wants to make her life better, especially for her child, because you can see that she's a really good mom. She's always there for her no matter what it might be, playing dolls with her, helping her with her homework, making sure she's, well fed, has a babysitter or some type. She wants to eventually make a change, make a shift in her career, or, make some new friends. And she probably is going to talk to Peyton DeFore, who is a media magnate in service area and runs the TV studio station. And so maybe we can probably get like an internship or some type of like media training or something like that to boost our efforts of money, because we only have 7,000 simoleons, which is not a lot of money considering on how much our rent is going to be in the future, especially when we move in Mistake into private school, because we want a better education for her, and we want to make sure that we also have a good standing when it comes to, investments that we make. And I just want to make sure she's happy. So we're going to send a quick email to Peyton DeFore, so that way we can kind of get a immediate answer from her, because I know she answers her emails quite often. And we're just going to ask her about some ideas, some help, some media training, some opportunity that she might have lined up at the studio, whether it's like an internship or some type of like side job that we can do every once in a while. So that way we can earn some money and maybe help our efforts to have a better house or a new townhouse that we can rent and not for sale. These things in service area are not really great. So, hey, Peyton DeFore, it's me, Caroline Poverty. I lived across the street from you a couple weeks ago. I'm just asking if there's any chance that not any opportunities at the studio that you might have for me. Give me an email back or a call or whatever, and we can chat a little bit more. So hopefully she answers our email and gets back with us at least, so that way we can have at least some insight. Oh, and I was just about to go talk to Titanium Purple, and here he is. We haven't seen him all day. Now, Titanium Purple works in the military career, and I think he's at level 2 at this current moment. And here's the reason why we've been focusing a lot more on revenge, I guess, is that we want to be able to have an opportunity to be in good standing with like the people in this town. And Titanium Purple is one of those people that has a good standing. So we're going to have him not go to work for a second. We're going to just chit chat saying, hey, Caroline, what's up? It's like, hey boo, hey honey, how's it going? It's like, I missed you. I know I've just been working so much. I really miss you. Everything all right? Are you good? It's like, yeah, I'm good. I just wanted to see you before you go to work. I know it's very early in the morning and you have to work very soon, but I just wanted to let you know that I really appreciate all the love and support and the care that you've given me and Mistake since we moved here. And I know that I may not be the kindest person all the time, but I really do mean well, and I hope you see that. Like, I really do. I see it very, very well, Caroline. I know that you mean well. I know you're very nice and you're very loving. And you care about your daughter Mistake. So if you ever need anything, or if you ever want to, like, go on a date or so, let me know and we can schedule something very soon, because I would love to go on a date with you sometime. Like, really, a date? It's like, yeah. We haven't dated in so long. You've been here for a couple of weeks, but I've known you for so many years that maybe this is like the next step in our relationship. Probably. Like, are you serious? You're being silly? Like, no, I'm serious. Maybe we can make this work. I have a good income. You are great, great with your hands. You love sewing, you love writing, you love music, you love all these things that maybe this could work out for us. Like, if you say so. It's like, okay. It's like, don't do that in public. That's very risque. It's like, well, thank you for talking to me. It's like, oh, and before you leave, let me just give you this big smooch when you go to work. It's like, oh, okay, thanks. Ooh, man, you really know how to make you know how to woo a person. Like, yeah, I do, I really do. It's like, I'll see you later. Like, okay, I will see you after work or so, but call me if you never need anything. But, you know, I really like Titanium Purple. He's really cool. He's a good guy. He's a good person. He's good for Caroline, good for Mistake. And is that Bud Automotive? Hold on. I'm sorry. What now? Tell me why this whole time I thought Bud Automotive was dead. I knew he was like a zombie, and I thought, oh, they're not living, they're not walking around, because I've never experienced zombies in The Sims 2 that much, so I hardly ever like noticed them. But Bud Automotive is alive, or I guess semi-alive? That's a little bit concerning, because the fact that Bud Automotive is alive, Caroline semi knows Bud because they had a relationship, of course. But the thing is, what concerns me the most is that this might lead to heartache. This might lead to some troubling trauma past that we might have not resolved for ourselves. So maybe we need to talk to somebody. Maybe we need to talk to Madame Variety at some point, because she is the reason why Bud Automotive is like gone, and that's not good. So she knows something. She is up to something about the whole death of Bud Automotive, and that's not good, because Barbara slept with Bud Automotive. He had an affair with Barbara, Caroline's own sister, who lives in the Bride Rose Club area on the other side of town near the McBunny Mansion. And so I'm thinking this might be a conspiracy theory of like thinking, was this out of spite? Why did Barbara do this to us? Why did she have an affair with, you know, Bud Automotive? Of all people she could have had an affair with, they chose somebody that was close nearby in the immediate family. That's just not good. That's not good at all. So we're gonna have to talk to Madame Variety and maybe talk to Barbara as well. Even though we don't really like Barbara that much, like we physically hate Barbara so much. She's our own sister. We're enemies, and it's like, Barbs, why did you do what you do? Why are you doing this to me? I'm your sister. Of all people you could have an affair with, you chose somebody who I had a child with. That's just weird. That's just crazy. But oh well. Either way, nonetheless, we have a lot of things we gotta do for the next episode. So many fun things that I'm very excited to share. We're gonna have Mistake's birthday in the next episode, which I'm very excited. I'm hoping to invite maybe Esmeen and some of the other immediate family here and decorate around our home to make it look nicer and a lot better. But either way, as always, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode off right here. I know it was a little bit, you know, maybe long or short, but I will tell you, I have a lot of good plans now that I'm in the right headspace, mentally and physically and emotionally, to record The Sims 2 again, that I'm very excited for episode 3, and maybe move on to another household at some point. But until then, we'll focus a lot more on Caroline poverty and Mistake poverty. But as always, I hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below. As always, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!